Hi, it's Janie May. I'm here to show you my perfectly grilled steak with cocoa coffee rub. To make the coffee rub, it's pretty simple. Cocoa coffee rub, you're gonna need some cocoa, some good quality ground coffee, and a few other ingredients. I mixed it all up and put it in a Ziploc bag to keep it nice and fresh. And I think the only thing that I can help you with is calls for 1.5 tablespoons of whole coriander seeds. Well, you have to break those down. And to do so, you need a mortar and pestle, which I have here. And you put your coriander seeds in the pestle, or the mortar, whatever it is, and you simply squeeze, 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 turn until they're all broken down. The reason being, if they're not broken down, they're not going to adhere to your steak, and that's very important. So let me finish this. All right. So for this recipe, you're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of ground coriander seeds. You're going to need 1/3 cup of your fresh coffee, 1/4 cup of your cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of freshly cracked pepper, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix that all together in the bowl and you're ready to go. Okay, on to the next step. So I have here a beautiful New York prime steak from Costco. I highly recommend them. The prime cut is just amazing and nothing I've ever bought at the grocery store, the regular grocery store, lives up to it. Whenever handling meat, wash your hands in between each time you touch the meat, and that's easy to do. You can turn it on and off the faucet with your wrist, which hasn't touched any meat. So to make this coffee rub adhere to the steak, what we do is we just use some plain old canola oil or whatever you have, and I give the steak a little dousing of that. You can certainly use less. I tend to waste it a little bit. And then you want to make sure all of that steak is perfectly coated in the canola oil, and wash your hands again. Then we're going to take some of our coffee rub, now that we have nice clean hands, from our bag. And I do this with my hands. This coffee rub makes enough for many, many steaks. So you want to get a nice coating on there. I would say about like that. Keep the coating in your hand so you're only using, I only have one dirty hand right now, which is perfect. And then just rub that stuff all over this baby and let it sit out for an hour, and then wash your hands again. It's all about washing your hands, people. So next segment, we'll show you how to grill this, and until then, we'll see ya. Here we are at the old grill. You want to heat up your grill for about 15 minutes, depending on your grill. I have a charbroil. As you can see, we've got it up to 450, little 460 maybe, and that's right where you want it, because you open that and temperature is going to come way down. You want to put your steak on a hot grill so you can sear it appropriately. And there we are, steak on. Very important, after you put your steak on, you wash these. they have raw steak on them. So you don't want to be flipping your steak with tongs that have raw steak on them. So take them inside, wash them before you continue to cook your steak. So when I'm preparing the steak, I put it on a diagonal, and then after about 3 minutes, I switch it to another diagonal, and you get those beautiful crisscross patterns, which, I don't know, seems to make it taste better. So we'll see. One more side to cook and we're done. Okay, our steak is now cooked to perfection. Take that baby off, put it on a plate, and very, very, very important, I know some people don't like to do this, but cover it loosely with foil and let it rest for 5 minutes.